Hello, I'm Joanne Turner for OMA TV, and this week we're in Las Vegas at the Smart Networks Seminar which the OMA are holding, and I'm talking to Rajiv Dholakia from Knock Knock Labs and FIDO Alliance. So Rajiv, you talked today at great length, and perhaps you can tell us a bit more about what you spoke about.
Certainly. So my talk was about authentication and the importance of authentication as a standards building block for folks who are running OTT services. I think everybody understands that passwords are a pain, particularly in a mobile context, and now they're also very insecure. And so the goal of something that we are working with at Knock Knock Labs is a group called the FIDO Alliance. That's a group of industry players, about 60 of them, including PayPal, Google, MasterCard, that have come together to create a standard for authentication. And our goal is to release that standard sometime next year and have implementations in the field that demonstrate the value of creating this authentication standard. Think of it a little bit like SSL, and just what SSL did for abstracting away the complexity of trying to choose a cipher length or a cryptographic exchange for the programmer, for the end user, for the operator. SSL made a lovely building block on which you could make a very complex infrastructure happen. We're trying to do the same for device and user authentication.
Okay, so you just touched on standardization. That's one of the things you were talking about in your presentation today. So what's next for the industry and maybe the OTT players and maybe for OMA going forward? What would you comment on that?
Thank you. So what I observed, this is my first time at the OMA, is that there's certainly a lot of important and relevant standards that the OMA is working on. And as it turns out, many of those services require at their heart good authentication. And it's our hope that we can build out a liaison relationship with the OMA and offer some of the work that we've done perhaps as a building block for some of the OMA standards that are in progress.
Well, we look forward to seeing that relationship develop, and thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
My pleasure indeed.